What's up, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on how to make this one shoulder ruffle top that I think is going to be so cute for summer. So this is what our two front and back panels are going to look like when it's finished. It's got this like asymmetrical angle on it, and you can flip these so that the one shoulder is on either side. For this pattern, you'll need 1 to 2 skeins depending on if you want to do different colors or not. I am using a number 4 weight medium acrylic yarn. The skeins I'm using are 355 yards and a 5mm crochet hook. To start this off, you're going to make your loop. Then we're going to be doing as many chains as you need to get from your waist to under your armpit. I want this to be a little bit cropped, and I want the option to wear like a strapless bra with this, so I measured it from right at my waist, my natural waist, to just above where my bra would be. So for me, that's 20 chains. Then I'm going to chain 2 more for my turning chain, and then half double crochet all the way down. If you've never done a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over just like you would for a double crochet, put it into your chain, yarn over, pull through 1 chain, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. So you're skipping one of the steps of a double crochet. Now this down here, where our tail is from where we started, is going to be the bottom of the shirt. So anytime we're increasing or decreasing, it's going to be up here. So I'm going to chain 2, turn, half double crochet back up to the top, so now that we're almost at the end of the row, I'm going to do my last stitch, and I'm going to increase 1 by doing another half double crochet in that same stitch. This is going to start creating that slant a little bit, that we're slanting up towards the shoulder strap. So I'll chain 2, turn, half double crochet normally with just 1 in each, and then repeat this, increasing only when I get to the top row by 1 until this goes across the chest and you reach a spot where you're ready to put the shoulder strap. So for me, that's 24 more rows for a total of 26. Okay, so I'm just coming to the end of row 26. I'm going to make sure to do, not in that loop, make sure to do my increase. That's what's going to create like this nice slant as we go into the shoulder strap. So to make, my voice is going. So to make the strap, you just want to make as many chains, like hold it up to yourself and see how many you need to make to go up to the very, very top of your shoulder. You want to make sure it's not like at your collarbone, but at the very peak of your shoulder, so that it's not too short once you put it on. So for me, that's 15 chains. Then I'll add my 2 for my turning chain. And just continue with the half double crochets for a total of 5 rows in the strap. If you want it to be a little thicker, you can, but you want to make sure that you have an odd number of rows, so that once you're finished with the strap, you come up to start decreasing. So If you want your strap a little wider, that's fine, but you want to make sure it's an odd number. Okay, so I finished my 5 rows for the shoulder strap, so now I'm at the bottom. So I am going to work my way towards the top, but do 31 half double crochets. Okay, so you can see that I'm almost even with my increases. That's the goal. So what we're going to do to decrease for this side is do 2 half double crochets together. So I'm going to start the first half double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Then before I finish this stitch, I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1 of the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through all 4. So it has pinched these 2 stitches together into 1, and that's going to create a slant going down. So for this side of the top, we need to decrease faster, because if this is at our shoulder, obviously we're trying to get to the other armpit, but we need to do that quicker. So instead of doing every other row, we're going to decrease every single row. So I've chained my 2 and turn. Then I'm going to do 1 decrease where I do 2 half double crochets together, and then just continue half double crochets down the row. And you can see that that's starting to create a slant going down. So I'm going to repeat that, decreasing every row at the top for a total of 10 rows. So I'm going to do this row I just did and then 8 more for a total of 10. Okay, so now that we've got both halves, I'm going to slip stitch up both sides and then across the top of the shoulder strap, and then I can get started on the ruffle.
Yeah, make Sylveon.
Yeah, I've been working on all of them like simultaneously. So I have like literally every.
Okay, so to start the ruffle, I'm going to do a row of single crochets all the way around the wide part of the neckline and the strap. So to start the ruffle, which I've already done a little bit, this is where I ended my row of single crochets. I'm going to chain 2 and then working in just the front loop instead of going through both of each stitch. I'm just going to work in the front loop. I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in each front loop stitch. I'll do that all the way around. So once I've reached the end of the row, I'm going to, or the end of the round I should say, I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 2, and then I'm going to do another row of half double crochets, but we're not doing any increases. So this time I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so once again, I'm going to join with the start of the row with a slip stitch. Now for the next row, we're going to do double crochets. So I'm going to chain 3. Then for this row, we're going to increase every other stitch. So that's 1 double crochet. Then I will do 2 double crochets in the next. Then 1, then 2, and I will do that for the rest of the round. If you want to make this more or less ruffly, you can play around with how often you're increasing. This is just, I did like a little test swatch, and this is what I liked, like the amount of ruffle that I liked. So it's really up to you. You can increase more if you want more ruffles, or do less if you want there to be less. Okay, so for this final row of the ruffle, I'm going to change colors. You do not have to, but this is the point where I'm going to do so. So for the final row, I'm going to chain 3 again, and we're just going to do a row of double crochets, no more increasing, just 1 in each stitch. Okay, so now for the bottom. You do not have to do this step, but I just think it makes it a lot easier if you're doing trim. Take the pink, and just do a row of single crochets all along the hem. So once I've done this row of single crochets around the bottom, I am just going to do another row of single crochets in the green just to tie it in to the edge of the ruffle.